All right, guys. Welcome to our Bible study. Um, let's begin with a prayer before we get into this. Let's pray. Dearly Father, we want to thank you for this opportunity to get to learn more about your word. And we thank you that we can be here together to fellowship. One, two, or as many as we are, God, we come here to learn about you and your love, God, and your grace. God, we ask all this in your Son's name, that you will speak to us and open our hearts to your word. In the name of Jesus Christ, we ask this. Amen.
Amen.
All right, so the first question I have for you guys is I want you guys to think about something that you have lost that's either valuable to you or meant a lot to you. And what was your reaction to it? And what was it? So, an example of this is I remember when I was young in elementary, this girl, significant other, it's about fifth grade, she gave me she gave me a necklace, and I ended up losing it. And I was freaking out because I really liked this girl, and I was hoping that she would like me back, but that didn't work out in the end, and I was a broken-hearted fourth grade kid. So yeah, let me know what was something that you guys lost that was valuable to you guys. I know, it's funny.
When I lost my Fitbit, it was valuable to me because I got it as a gift for an accomplishment I made. And yeah, I was freaking out at first because not only it was expensive, but it was from someone else. And I don't know, it meant a lot to me.
It's cool. Thank you.
Well, my mom has a lot of like the real gold jewelry and stuff, and she doesn't like to give that away, because it was from my grandma, and she gave me a ring that had like tiny little diamonds in it, and it was a real gold, and I wore it all. I think I was in middle school, and I like wore it every day, so I wouldn't lose it, and then I misplaced it one day, and like got. I wasn't scared because she already knew, but I was just like sad because it was something valuable to her, and it became valuable to me too.
Nice. Okay. Thank you guys for sharing that. Is there anybody else? Okay. So the reason why I asked that question is because we're actually going to look at a story of this man who actually loses possessions. And these are things that he holds close to himself. And we're going to look at his reaction to the things that he has lost. And let's just get into this. So our passage for today is Job chapter 1, verse 13 to 22. And I actually have the papers printed for you guys. So you don't have to worry about bringing your Bible. That's why I passed it out. But it's right there in front of you. So let's do it like this. Sione, you can read from 13 to, let's say 17. And then Tori, if you can read the rest for us.
Okay, so Job 28.
Yes. Okay.
Job 28, 13 to 17.
Yeah.
We're going to skip 12. Okay. Job 28, 13 to 17. Okay.
Wait. On the other side.
The passage.
Yeah, the passage.
Oh, JK.
Sorry.
Just kidding. Okay.
Sorry, Professor. I was trying to be specific.
Now on the day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their oldest brother's house, a messenger came to Job and said, "The oxen were plowing and the donkeys feeding beside them, and the Sabeans attacked and took them. They also slew the servants with the edge of the sword, and I alone have escaped to tell you." While he was still speaking, another also came and said, The fire of God fell from heaven and burned up the sheep and the servants and consumed them. And I alone have escaped to tell you. While he was still speaking, another also came and said, the Chaldeans formed 3 bands and made a raid on the camels and took them and slew the servants with the edge of the sword, and I alone have escaped to tell you.
While he was still speaking, another also came and said, your sons and your daughters were eating and drinking wine in their oldest brother's house. And behold, a great wind came from across the wilderness and struck the 4 corners of the house, and it fell on the young people, and they died. And I alone have escaped to tell you. Then Job arose and tore his robe and shaved his head, and he fell to the ground and worshipped. He said, naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I shall return there. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Through all of this, Job did not sin, nor did he blame God.
Nice. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, so let's look back over this, and we're gonna look through verses 13 to 19. Okay, and I want you guys to look at the incidents that are happening. How many incidents are there that we just read through? Six?
I don't know. I mean, not counting anything.
Could be. Let me try to give you guys more direction on this. So 14 is one.
Oh, not 6 then.
Well, the Sabians,
16.
well, isn't the Sabians attacking and taking them
17.
another one?
That's what
Number 15?
Well, that's part of the 14.
Oh,
That's one whole like scene.
I thought. Oh, I was breaking it up.
well, yeah. You said how many incidents? Those are 2 different incidents.
Okay. That's good. So 14, 16, 17, and 18. How many is that total?
4.
4.
All right. So in these 4 incidents, look back over this, and I want you guys to identify what is happening in these 4. I want you guys to write it down. What your things. So just number. You can do it however you want, but number 1 through 4.
What is happening?
Yeah. So what happened? Just kind of like summarize it into like one word, and what's happening in each of these 4 incidents.
What's an oxen?
An ox.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. It's a valid question.
What is slew again?
Like
Like
kill?
Slade, kill them.
Oh, okay.
After you guys are done writing down what happens, just let me know when you guys are done. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, so what happens? Okay, how about this? You tell us the first two incidents,
Oh my gosh.
and then you can tell us the last two. So just explain like what happens.
The servants were being killed, and okay. See, this confuses me because in 13 or 14 it says that the ox were plowing, donkeys were feeding, and servants were being killed. But then in 16 it says that God's wrath or fire killed the sheep, and the servants consumed them. Like the servants were eating them.
No.
Oh.
The fire of God fell. The fire of God is what consumed them. The servants.
Okay, I've read that wrong. Okay.
Okay, so in 14, in those first two incidents, in the first one, the Sabians attacked them, right? And then in the second one, what caused the
God.
Was it God?
God's
or is
fire.
It,
Oh,
God's
the
fire?
fire of God.
Okay. All right. How about you? How about the last two? We'll get them. Don't worry. We'll get them.
In that one, how do you say that? Chaldeans?
Yeah.
Chaldeans? They took the camels,
Mhm.
and then they killed more servants.